And this is really one of the better points of this carousel project, because people who are wanting to can learn an old trade that has disappeared.
What we are is a nonprofit organization. We're hand carving 52 animals and restoring a 1909 mechanism so we can have a carousel in our community.
The beginning of the process is the sponsor works with a graphic artist, select the animal that you want to sponsor, and then you determine the features that you want on them. So if you go out here and look at the animals, every one of them's got a story behind it.
Once the drawing has been approved by the sponsor,
the carving begins. You start with the basic rounding of the animal, and eventually it turns into the fine-tuned animals that we have.
When the carving is done and it's sanded as well as they can get it, it comes up front for painting.
Once the animal is completely painted, then it's put in another part of the room and it sits there for another 6 months for that paint to dry.
And once that is done, we use an automotive clear coat to cover the paint to protect it.
It'll take 1.5 to 2 years to complete one animal. So a lot of dedication, a lot of wonderful people.
And we have 250 total volunteers part of this project.
The volunteers, there isn't enough to say about them.
Yeah, we're all volunteers, all the painters as well as the carvers and the engineers.
And anyone who would like to come here and be a volunteer, there's always someone that can teach you how to paint or to carve.
These people are truly craftsmen. Each animal is a work of art.
So there's an excitement that I get when I come in to see these things evolve into what almost look like living creatures. Because it starts off as a block of wood and a drawing. You've got a drawing in one hand, you've got a block of wood, and you've got some tools.
It's almost magical. You come in here, you see the animals, and every time you see another portion of the leg being carved or the head being carved, you just admire the people who have done this work.
You know, these projects or these opportunities come by very seldom. And if you're in this position where you can be involved in something like that, it's truly a community project, do it.
It's the most wonderful group to work with on a project that will go down in history, I'm sure.
Out on the side of a carousel as it's moving, there's a brass ring hanging there. And the riders on the carousel attempt to grab that ring and pull it off as they go around. And if they do, then they get a free ticket or something like that.